What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Joe. As always, this is the Underrated Geniuses, although there is only one of us today. Again, Hunter's just been busy recently, and I mean, now that we live by ourselves, it's kind of easy for me to just hop on the car whenever I want to. So today's Saturday, and I'm going to try and attempt to get these in shape. As you know, last year whenever we made the car, we had to take the old headers and kind of chop them down a little bit to make them shorter. That way they could fit into the sidewall. So this year we're gonna have to do the exact same thing, but I want to make them a little bit better because last year they were a little wonky. So there was a couple air leaks, I'm sure, by the headers. I'm gonna try and match the headers to some stuff I got going on here, but I gotta shorten this probably that much, and of course chop the end off. But that's got to go that much, down a little shorter, down a little shorter. That way it's kind of in a straight line right about here, and it'll fit into that. What did I change? Actually, before I do any sort of cutting, I'm gonna take the fab wheel or the grinder, and I'm gonna smooth these out because whenever I cut them, left a little bit of sliver on there. It's not good for welding. That one's a little better, but some of these just, actually some of them are pretty good. That's the only one that has a sliver on it. So I'll take the fab wheel and kind of clean those up real quick before I start doing anything with those. Whoa, a little zoomed in there. Okay, sorry if you can hear neighbor Frank going at it in the background. He's cutting the grass. But I just got done chewing up these. I don't know if there's a name for them. But getting them all shined up. I threw the fab wheel on it afterwards. That way they're all nice and shiny and they're super smooth. I'm gonna try and get that out of there, by the way. That's not gonna be re-welded. But they're nice and smooth, nice and shiny, ready for welding whenever we're gonna do that. They're also super hot. I burned my fingers multiple times, but all in a day's work. Next is the actual part of trying to get this cut down, probably an inch on the longer tubes, shorter on the other ones. Okay, neighbor Frank is still going at it with his leaf blower in the background. So, also I forgot to mention, we do not have special mics today. We have the old boom mic. It's a line here, line there, and they're pretty much in line. I mean, so I know I said I wanted to make it exact this year, but I think what I'm going to do in the end is go buy a belt sander. That way I can just run it and make sure it's smooth before I do any welding. But for today, I wanted to get it mocked up that way, and we can always go get another set of headers. Don't tell Hunter I said that because he won't like that, because that means we have to spend money. So let me cut this real quick. I'm going to cut one off camera, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. That way, if I mess up, never happened, I can just cut it. The only problem I'm having right now is making sure that this is all edged. So I'm thinking I might cut it here for today, and then tomorrow I'll go to Lowe's or Home Depot and buy a belt sander. That way I can just make sure it's a clean cut. I mean, because right now, they're not at all. So I think I'm going to pack up for today, and I'll be back in a little bit. It'll be like that for y'all. So I'll see you tomorrow. All right, it's been 24 hours, I think, since I last picked up the camera. And after I put the camera down, I actually did go to Home Depot and I bought a sand belt, or a bench top sander. So, and as everything I buy, Ryobi. So now we got a new addition to the shelf. And we got a new benchtop sander. I actually did sand the header yesterday too, just because I got bored and I wanted to try out my new toy, of course. So it is all sanded down nicely, which should be exactly what I needed for me to weld it together. Last year, I mean, they were all different levels, so I'm gonna try and get this all fit together so it can be put onto the Mustang. Hopefully I can weld it up straight and aligned. That way they're not all messed up. So it's looking like this is going to be way better than what we even had last year. As long as I weld them up perfectly, I think they'll sit about that high, which gives us way more room than we had last year, especially right there. So, looks like they're going to be good. Now I just got to line up the... Now I just got to get the alignment done. Now I'm going to try and use the gasket to help. Last year Hunter was holding it there. Or maybe I'll put the head bolts in there and then I'll put a tack. I'm not sure. I really don't know what I'm doing. So as long as it gets welded up in the end, that's all that matters, right? Okay, sticking to the concept of I know exactly what I'm doing, but at the same time, I have no idea what I'm doing. Wow, look at how bright it got. I'm going to take... Oh!
Hey, buddy.
How you feeling, man? Alright, so we're going to go off the saying that I have no idea what I'm doing, but I have a good general idea of what needs to be done. We're going to take these that I cut off for the pipe. Just like last year, we're going to put them on here. Throw a couple bolts on there so they stay up on it. And then from there, we'll get this piece. Throw it there, put a couple tacks, boom, boom, and boom over there. And it should be able to stick there until I have, until I can take it off and weld the rest of it up. So I'm going to do that real quick. I'll set up a GoPro of me kind of getting that all set up. I got to go find the head studs for the middle cylinder, and then I'll be able to weld. So let's see how it goes. Alrighty, I got this all tacked up and ready to go. Hunter's showed up here with his boss, so he's out doing something still. But as you can tell, oh wait, let me get back in the shade. As you can tell, we got manifolds. Look at that. They're not perfectly welded on, but they are tacked, so they are good to go for now. All I got to do is finish tacking them up and welding them. I don't see too many big problems. So hopefully it goes well. I'll try and take a video of it welding.
Oh, you look at some of that?
Shut up.
Here you go, bud.
Thanks, man. Wow, they're cold.
AC works again, pal.
Okay. I can't see us because of the sun. Okay, I've been welding for the past hour or so. Probably a little bit more because I took a lot of time. Hunter was talking to his boss here, fixing our AC.
34 notifications.
Sponsored
By Simply Safe.
by Simply Safe. Every time I came out here to just look at it, this little guy right here, come on, Flash, would do his little job. So, I am done though. That's, oh, someone's at our front yard, man. I finally got it all welded together. Don't look at the welds. You don't need to look at this.
I definitely thought that was mounted.
No, it's not. But it is there. It's boom. I did it.
We have so much rust on our cylinders, probably.
I did it all without that guy.
He did really good. Like, I really like it a lot.
So that's it for today's
He did
video.
really good.
Just completed a little piece.
Really good.
Completed a little piece of the project. Trying to do a little bit each day.
So proud of him.
And I don't know where to go from here. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you had.
Thanks for all y'all's help. We'll see y'all soon. Over and out. I'm hungry.